We're back. Sorry about that. Running order as we sit right now. Danny Sanchez has the pole, 18.305. Lou Robinette, 3.0360. Casey Clark, 4.28. John Kinney, 6.32. David Gibson, 6.63. And Chuck Chambly, a 6.80 as Kevin Berry is now taking the green flag and on the clock. Kevin Berry looking pretty good on his first lap here. Gets on the gas pretty hard right there. First lap at 18.859. That's seventh for now. We'll see if he's able to do anything. Gets a tad loose as he heads to the backstretch. Turn 3, he dives it below the white line. Comes back high. Checkered flag for Berry. 5.39. It bumps him to fourth. Next driver on the track, 65 of Jeff Faulkner. He was 15th in practice with an 18.210. If he could turn that lap right now, he'd be on the pole. Faulkner is out of Newmarket, Alabama. And he's looking pretty good on his first lap. We could have a new pole sitter here. Look at him diving all the way to the bottom. And I think that's the lowest we've seen anybody go. We can't tag the wall. He gets loose. Look out. This is going to be a big hit. 3.87. That'll leave him third and not going to be able to make it back around for lap number 2.
Yeah, they got some damage to fixing that one before we get going here. But Scotty Formosa now on the track, Ben.
Yep, Formosa out of Mount Juliet, Tennessee, in the number 80, sponsored by Counting Line Motors. Whoa, too wide there, and he tags the wall on lap number 1. This lap will not count. And oh my, does he have some damage? Look out, look out, look out. Oh, Formosa in the wall hard on the front straightaway. Not going to be able to even take a time. He'll be going to the back of the pack for this restart. He'll be in a backup car.
Well, that's 2 in a row there, Ben, that have to pull out the backup vehicles here. We'll see what happens here, but now it's the 88 of Jim Foose. He's out on the track.
Rare appearance for Jim Foose here at All Pro. He is an admin over at American Sim Racing Association. On the clock, out of Parma, Ohio, he's sponsored by Driven Designs and Menards. 13 years as a sim racer. He has multiple ASRS championships and 99 online league wins. He's looking to make that 100 tonight as he puts down a 5.53. That's quick first lap.
Yeah, he looks the most stable, I think, out of all the drivers that have gone so far. Very solid, very good setup they got under that car right now.
Yeah, that was a good line off 4 there, but didn't improve. Improved a tad, but not enough. He'll sit 5th. Up next on the track, this is Daniel Vining in the number 99. He is the promoter here at the Overdrive Tour and out of Pensacola, Florida. He was 12th in practice with an 18.108. What's he going to do in qualifying? He'll take the white flag, put down a first lap of 7.84. Gonna have to get up with Daniel and see if he'll meet up with me this Friday night for the season opener at Five Flag Speedway. Checkered flag for Vining. 3.66 third. And just about 6/100ths off the top time.
Yeah, great run for Daniel Vining right there, Ben. Hasn't had much luck in any of the broadcasted races we've had, including the truck race over at Bristol a couple months ago. But Daniel Vining, a great qualifying effort here so far.
Yep, 56 Chris Jen was stalled there in the pits for a second. He gets it running, and he'll head out onto the track. Sponsored by Rockstar. My goodness. Oh my, this is going to be a long night. He'll take the green flag. He's on the clock out of Nashville, Tennessee. The number 56 is Chris Jen. White flag. 18.4. That's quick time for the first lap. Back straight away. Look at him. He dives it down into turn 3. Rolls to center of 4. This might be good enough for the pole. It is an 18.210. And from the mouth of Louis Robinette, a new fast time.
Yeah, I think we're going to be seeing a lot of that, Ben, as we get into the top 10 of drivers here to take their time here tonight. Start getting into the faster guys. But, man, what an excellent run by Chris Jen right there. That was just a fantastic run. Definitely he wanted that pole, so he's going to have to wait out about 9 more drivers here. But overall, he's going to at least start 10th.
84 is Matt Vade. This is one sharp-looking car right here out of Stoughton, Wisconsin, sponsored by Passion Parties. Check them out at www.chwalf-fidepassion.com. I completely murdered that too. 15 years in sim racing, the 2003 All-American 400 winner, 100 official iRacing wins in the Beaver Dam Raceway track announcer, and now he will, for now, line up second with a 2.33.
Well, Chris Jen survived one guy, Ben. 8 more to go.
The next driver out on the track will be Jason Swan. Swanee will take the green flag. Yeah, and I'm going to go back to what you said at the beginning of the broadcast. You know, I figured these guys, or at least what I would do, I'd take this first lap right here to really get some heat in the tires, scrub off the cold rubber, and get them really warmed up as Swan runs to 3.89.
At least drive the bottom line where you know you're going to rip them apart, you know?
Yeah. Get some heat in the tires. That was a good turn 4. Is it good enough for the pole? It is by 0.5 of a second. Jason Swan takes the pole with an 18.143. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. Maybe these guys have it down. Travis Wright set to go out next. And here he is, number 10 for Travis Wright. He'll take the green flag. I want to make a correction on Matt Vade's sponsor as Wright takes the white flag with a 319. It's qualifiedpassion.com, I do believe. I was trying to read it letter by letter and failed significantly. Hopefully nobody caught that. I don't think nobody caught it.
Somebody did.
No, can't. Checkered flag for Wright. Whoa, my, that was a good run. Not enough for the pole. A 159 for Travis Wright. Here comes Cody Gibson. In this quarter of the year alone, this dude right here has won 6 races here at All Pro. He'll take the green flag. Still looking for that big win. It could come tonight here in the Rattler 250. Out of Kaufman, Texas, sponsored by Cartoon Network. He has 3 years in sim racing. The number 7 is Cody Gibson. Wow, that is an unbelievable first lap, a 2:20. He's looking for the pole.
Oh, God, yeah, man. That was probably the fastest first lap we've seen all night.
Oh, that's perfect right there. He gets a little tad loose. Not going to affect him. A 156 still not going to beat Jason Swan.
That little bobble right there, I think, cost him the provisional pole.
And that just shows you a little bobble like that could really affect your race. He could be stuck on the inside line, get freight trained, and end up in a crash. I mean, bobbles here in the Super Late Model Irwindale can cost you.
Speaking of bobbles, Ben, you can head over to NobleNetwork1.com and get your official bobbleheads.
Wait.
I'm kidding.
I thought my face was copyrighted.
It is on the bobblehead.
This is Jeffrey Belt. Wow, he takes the pole on lap 1. Lap 1, he takes the pole. He's on his white flag lap right now out of Nashville, Tennessee, sponsored by Krispy Kreme and True Moo. Little wobble there. Does it affect the second lap? It does. But the first one was good enough for the pole.
His second lap was still good enough for 5th right now, man. This guy, look out for him in this race. Jeffrey Belt, I think he's figured this track out here, Ben.
Certainly has. I remember Belt, if this is the same guy I'm thinking, I'm pretty sure it is, was behind one of the best short track duels I've seen in quite a while down at Five Flag Speedway. He finished 3rd back in a super stock race. Here comes Adam Benefield in number 83. Last time out at All Pro Speed Fest 200 USA International Speedway, this guy battled Preston Boers all the way to the checkered flag and came out on top. And he is certainly a favorite for the race tonight. He'll take the green flag. I don't think, Andy, we're going to see another.
That was a fantastic line right there, Ben.
Yeah, I'm going to go out on. Well, I don't think we're going to see another fast first lap like we saw from Belt, but I could be mistaken, and I am. A 2:22. That's good for 6th on the first lap. Oh, and he is coming hot down the backstretch into 3. Benefield's going to be looking for the pole, and he might have it. Good turn 4, front stretch, flag stand.
Woo!
Wow.
Smoked it, Ben.
And 18.074. That's good enough for the pole, if you were wondering.
Yeah, just by a bit.
This next driver out on the track, Ty Hester in the number 68. This dude can drive a late model on a short track, and he's going to show us that here in qualifying, sponsored by Mopar. Our winner back in December of the Snowball Derby. What a great race that was.
Oh, I remember that one, Ben.
He's on the clock. White flag, 278 first lap for Hester. Second lap looking good. May have gotten the gas a little bit early there. No, he does just good. Oh, by 2/1000ths of a second, Hester takes
Are
the
you
pole.
kidding me, Ben?
My goodness. You can't
Wow.
even blink that fast.
Wait a minute. I think I did because I missed it.
2 more cars to go. And the front row, separated by 2/1000ths of a second. That is unbelievable.
Did I miss something? I think I bent over to pick up my pencil, and Ben, something happened.
Brandon Osborne out on the track, getting little slideways down in 2 on his first lap. He's on the clock. White flag, sponsored by Bass Pro Shops and Mobile One. Wow, he was sideways and still ran a 2.63. Looking good right there, front stretch. Whoa, another good attempt, but it leaves him third with an 18.081.
This is just unbelievable how close these top guys are, Ben. These top 3 guys. I mean, you're literally under a 1,000. What is that? 9/1000ths?
Yep, 9/1000ths, less than 100th of a second.
That's incredible.
Separating the top 3. And we're not done yet. Final car, number 6, Dan Murray. He ran an 17.896 in practice. If he could do that, he'd certainly sweep the pole here tonight. He is on the clock. Green flag, sponsored by I Can't Designs. Number 6 is Dan Murray. Gets a little loose there. Whoa, gets a little loose coming to the line. He's loose heading into 1. Not a good lap for Murray. What you think, Eddie? Is he pushing it too hard trying to get that pole?
Yeah,
Look
I
at
think
him
he's
sideways.
way over driving this thing. And you know what? Honestly, if he backed it up a little bit, started, maybe not get the pole, but maybe he would have started like 5th or something like that. I think he would have been fine. But now Murray, fastest in practice, is going to have some work cut out for him here, as he's going to start 15th.
Out of 20 cars that set the time. Ty Hester is your pole winner here from Irwindale Speedway for the Rattler 250. The green flag will be coming here in just a matter of moments. Don't go anywhere. We're going to go silent in the booth as we prepare for one of the biggest short track races in online sim history. Sorry for the break in the action there. We had to take a quick break. We are set to start grid the cars here in about 1 minute, though. Andy, let's go ahead and talk about the race here before us. 250 laps. This is a long race, half-mile speedway here at Irwindale. This track is slick. It is 83 degrees. It's slick. It's hot. It's sunny. And I tell you what, this is going to be a fun race to watch, and I think it's going to be an even better race to be a part of. Andy forgot to turn his microphone on there, and now is pondering with it, and he might have messed it up. But that's all right. We'll go ahead and I'll go ahead and talk. Sam Taylor, our producer, he's looking forward to this 250 lapper. Tell you what, Sam, super late models, a little bump and run, a little door banging, bumper tagging. This is going to be a good race.
Yeah, should be. I'm not really accustomed to late model and short track tradition, but it seems that the previous races that we've watched have been really good, so I hope this is no different. Anyway, I'll let you get to your job while I do mine.
Thank you very much, Sam, for filling in for Andy while I was pondering with the microphone. Let's go ahead and run them through the starting lineup for the Rattler 250, starting on the pole with a time of 18.072. The number 68 is Ty Hester. To his outside in the number 83 with a time of 18.074. Adam Apple, Adam Benefield.
Rolling off on the inside of row number 2, in the number 2 is Brandon Osborne, and starting fourth in the 0-2, it's Jeffrey Belt.
Jason Swan rolls off fifth into number 14. Sixth to his outside is the number 7 of Cody Gibson.
Starting seventh in the number 10 car is Travis Wright, and to his outside in the 56, it's Chris Chin.
Matt Vade on inside of row number 5 in the number 84. 29 is Danny Sanchez on the outside.
Starting 11th on the inside of row number 6 in the number 30 is Louis Robinette, and to his outside in the number 99, it's Daniel Vining.
Jeff Faulkner rolls off 13th in the 65. 14th is the 06 of Casey Clark.
In the number 6, starting 15th is Dan Murray, and the 88 on his outside is Jim Foose.
Kevin Berry is on the inside of row number 9 in the number 86. To his outside, starting 18th in the number 79, it's John Kinney.
Starting 19th in the 03 is David Gibson, and it looks like oh no, it's not, excuse me. Starting right to his outside in the 126 is Forrest Gregg.
Chuck Chambly will be rolling off back here, and you'll have to excuse us. The grid is getting a little mixed up from what we received from race directors. Chuck Chambly be rolling off 20th, and back in 24th, the name we haven't mentioned yet, Scott Formoser and Donald Williams will line up at the back of the pack. Adam Benefield getting the EOL for winning the last time out. That means that'll bump Jeffrey Belt to the front row here at Irwindale.
Yeah, we talk about that last race. What a heck of a race there. At the end of that one at the Speedfest 200 there at USA Speedway, Ben, we saw an amazing race, a great finish, and I'm sure these guys will do the same here tonight as Irwindale is the site for tonight's big race.
That it is, as we turn the lights off atop the freshly painted iRacing.com Ford Mustang Pace Car. 23 of America's top super late model sim drivers have gathered here at Irwindale Speedway. Many will be snake bitten, but only one will taste victory in the Rattler 250. Who will win race number 3 in the All-Pro Overdrive Tour? We'll find out as we're racing.
You know, too, if Jeffrey Bell didn't get such a good restart there, he's going to Fall in line now to third as right now Ty Hester, he's going to lead the field over Brandon Osborne here as they come off of turn 4.
Clean and green so far. Hester trying to pull out an early lead already. But look at Brandon Osborne. He's back there trying to catch him. He was only 9/1000th of a second off of Hester's qualifying speed. Top 3 pretty much spread out. We go back all the way to Travis Wright and Matt Vade, the battle for 6th.
That's right, Matt Vade has that inside line. We've said before already tonight that the outside line is the place to be, but Vade making the inside line work. He's going to take that position as they head down the backstretch.
Vade to 6th, Wright back to 7th. Chris Jins up there, Louis Robinette back there. Now Dan Murray, he started 15th, he's up to 10th. As we work down the front straightaway, he just cleared Danny Sanchez, and Dan Murray is on the move.
Yeah, after that horrible qualifying run, he definitely wants to forget that. Started 15th after being fastest in practice. He's already worked his way up 10 spots here, or excuse me, 10 spots. Into the 10th spot. 5 spots from the start there in just a matter of 5 laps, man.
That he has as we come to complete lap 5, begin work on 6. We got a battle for the lead between Brandon Osborne in the 2 and Ty Hester in the 68. Osborne's on the bumper heading into 1.
He is, and that's allowed the 0-2 of Jeffrey Belt to close in. Also, right now, Brandon Osborne still looking to the inside of Ty Hester. Not going to make anything happen this time by. A little bit of separation now as they head back to the line.
Hester gets a good run off turn 4. He'll dive it hard down into 1. Osborne really able to dive it hard into 1. Hester takes the higher line off the corners. That allows Osborne to kind of close up to him. Look at him really drive it down into 3 right there. Osborne's wanting to lead this thing here early on.
He's got to be careful not to wear his stuff out here early now as Osborne still all over the back bumper. Ty Hester as they go through 1 and 2. Now he's looking to the inside. The inside's open, but no, he's going to fall back in the line as they head to 3.
So hard to make a pass here at Irwindale Speedway. You really almost have to dive it all the way down to the grass and hope that you can pull a slide job as we got a caution on the speedway. David Gibson in the 0-3. Looks like he might have been the cause or not. That's the only thing I'm seeing. Yep, 0-3 David Gibson. Didn't even fully spin it around, just got loose and not sure why the caution was thrown. The officials, I guess, though, saw danger in that.
Danger, danger!
I guess so. So, first caution of the night
Dr.
here
Danger's in the building.
in the Rattler 250. Ty Hester, your leader. Brandon Osborne, Jeffrey Belt, Jason Swan, Cody Gibson, John Kinney has pulled it behind the wall. He's having technical difficulties. I tell you what, let's get a camera on this 7 of Cody Gibson. This is an unbelievable paint scheme. I love this paint scheme. Look at this, Andy. Scooby-Doo on the hood. You don't see that too often on a super late model on a short track.
Why not? Cartoon Network's place to be. Scooby-Doo. That's a fancy, fancy paint job. I actually like that a lot.
Let's just hope that Scooby-Doo
My kids
doesn't
would love that.
Yeah, let's just hope that Scooby-Doo doesn't say Rut-Row Raggy in a race, because that could mean trouble for Cody Gibson.
Let's not smash them up. Let's keep Scooby in one piece here tonight.
We are going to take a lap of silence on lap number 17 to remember the life of Nicoa Johnson, who was fatally injured in a crash this past weekend at Bubba Raceway Park in Ocala, Florida, at the age of 15. She died doing what she loved, and she is remembered by her friends and family. So on lap 17, the number that she drove, we will be honoring her with a lap of silence. It's lap 13 now, as we are under caution for the first time here at Irwindale Speedway, and they got that stuff cleaned up quick. The lineup squared away. That means the lights are off and we're getting the double up formation, and we're getting set to go back racing. Pace car to pit road. It's Hester's choice. Anywhere between now and the green flag. When does he take it? Osborne trying to get the jump here. Watch him. Nope, not going to do it. Hester's in the gas. Osborne may have spun the tires a little bit. Here comes Jeffrey Belt. He's on the inside. Can he make anything happen with the two of Osborne? Look at Swan on the outside. He'll get a run on the back stretch. No, does Belt slide in? He will, heading into 3.
Daniel Vine, or excuse me, Matt Vine's around.
He saves it. No caution. We're still green, and they're forward deep. There goes Foose around back in the traffic. Look out. Big crash. That was the 65 creaming the 88. Jeff Faulkner. And holy cow, how did they keep it straight on the front stretch? My goodness. So we will catch up to the pace car. Serve caution number 2. We'll re-rack the field. We'll talk about what happened. But for right now, we will go silent to remember the life of Nicola Johnson. Godspeed, Nicola Johnson. So caution out for the second time here at Irwindale Speedway in the Rattler 250. That all happened when Matt Vade, a little bit of net code, and for the people that's not accustomed to the sim racing, net code here on iRacing, we call it, is basically when one person's internet connection thinks that another person's internet connection in their car, so to speak, is in a different place, and then it creates a big bubble almost, and that's what you saw there. Vade
No, you're making
got a
excuses.
little bump.
Making excuses. He got into him.
Nah, I saw netcode. So Vade got loose, and then they were 4 wide. Booth was trying to make up as much positions as he could, and I give him thumbs up for it. And he ends up getting turned around and creamed by the 65 of Jeff Faulkner. And now Jim Foose has pulled it behind the wall. So we'll turn the lights out atop the iRacing.com Ford Mustang pace car. You know, if you don't do a broadcast in about a month, you start talking over yourself, and that's what I'm doing. I've got a bunch of blah, 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 blah moments. Pace car to pit road. I got to get it all in my system, though, before my debut in the Southern Vintage Racing Association this weekend at St. Tammany. More about that later in the race. 20 in the books. We're working on 21. Green flag.
Another good jump by Ty Hester there. It'll shake it up just a little bit. Whoa,
Go!
there's all behind him.
Swan around. He saves it. No other cars involved except for Vade, who got into him. And Matt Vade has not been enjoying these last couple of laps. Holy cow. It looked like Swan was just trying to get the run on the backstretch to get to the outside of Belt, and just didn't have enough. Tell you what, this is kind of reminiscent of the Jags 300, with a certain group of guys over there at the West Pro Series that really didn't understand the concept that the race was more than 10 laps long.
Yeah, exactly.
And they wadded them up on lap 5, took out half the cars. And that's certainly, we haven't taken out half the cars, but we are getting extremely antsy. And we're not even a tenth of the way through.
No, you know what it is? Listen, you get antsy, you know these restarts is a chance to make up some positions. And they're just trying to do what they can.
That they are. Kevin Perry, wave around recipient this go around. This will take a little bit of time to get cleaned up, so if you want to, go ahead, head on downstairs or hop on over to your kitchen. Pop some popcorn real quick, get set for the remainder of this race. Next time by will be 1/10 of the way through as we serve caution number 3 here at Irwindale Speedway in the Rattler 250.
Hey, Ben.
Yes, Andy.
Do you ever wonder if you could get a motorsports website at a fair price?
No, do tell.
Well, Boss PC can design and maintain a custom website for your team, driver, sponsor, and more. Need hero cards? Boss PC has you covered. Public relations, team marketing? Well, Boss PC will conduct driver and crew chief interviews, previewing each racing event, recap the previous event, and write a detailed press release complete with quotes, schedule information, results, etc., including distribution. Log on to BossPC.com to learn more.
Most certainly do that, but I've got to give credit to Andy. Not only did he do that without taking a breath, he did that while our producer was crumbling 10,000 bags of chips. Not just one bag of chips, 10,000 bags of chips, and crunching on every single packet of those at the same time in our ear.
I couldn't hear anything.
Yeah, that's why we had the volume control on our headset.
Looks like Fred and Wilma have some damage on the rear bumper there, that 7.
Pace car to pit road. We'll stack them up 2 by 2. There's the green flag. Belt got a little jumpy, jumped actually before Hester took off, and that's going to allow him to get to the inside. That's going to be close right there. They try and go 3 wide behind him. Belt gets a good run. Robinette sideways, and they're side by side for second.
Great battle for second right now. The Krispy Kreme of the O2 of Jeffrey Belt. Now move him into second as he gets by Brandon Osborne. Osborne, though, not going to let him get away that quickly. Rollover's back bumper off of 2.
On board with Brandon Osborne as he tries to track down, back down the O2 of Jeffrey Belt front straightaway. He might just sit here and ride for a couple of laps. Whoa, we had a bunch up back there at the back of the field. Everybody gets away with it. Clean for the most part.
Got some guys really rim riding right now. That number 10 car, Travis Wright, in the 6th position. He's going way up the hill. So is the 56, Chris Jen. These guys just liking that eyesight, but a little too close for my comfort to that wall, man.
Yeah, from my previous experience here at Irwindale Speedway, you want to kind of straddle the white line heading into the turn, wash up to the high side. Whoa, Jen gets loose. And then kind of arc the corner back low for exit. But that's just me. And certainly that's going to change today with the slick conditions. 83 degrees. This is a pretty hot and humid day here in California. Chris Jen is really having some problems with the handling of that 56.
Yeah, he's just a little loose right now. Slick conditions out here, like you said, with that heat. He's falling back a little bit. But look at that Chuck Chamley there in that 9th position. That didn't he start like at last or something, man?
Started 20th position, lap 33. He's up to 9th.
I'd say that's a guy on a mission.
Most definitely. He has. He's wrinkled that machine all the heck and back already, but I think has made it faster as he looks to the inside of Chris Jen heading to the back straightaway.
Yeah, they're still side by side heading into turn number 3. Chambly choosing that low line. Look at the 56. Ooh. I don't know if he touched the wall or not, but he was awfully close. That's going to allow Chambly to pull way away right now. And move Chambly up to 8th.
Behind those guys, Scott Formosa, Dan Vining, and Danny Sanchez going at it. That's for the 12th position.
Yeah, and right now, side by side is Danny Sanchez and Vining right now off of turn number 4 to the stripe. Vining's going to have the position as they head back into turn number 1.
That'll settle out. Look at Formosa. He's a little rim riding, and he's making up some position or making up some time. He's looking to get around Jeffrey Faulkner here pretty soon. Faulkner, another one of those drivers that has that car completely wrinkled up already here in the early going. Up to second position. Sorry to jump around. Jeffrey Belt has tagged the wall, and Brandon Osborne's gotten to the inside. They make contact. Osborne's around. Osborne sideways in front of the whole field. Look out, Scooby-Doo. Caution is out. Oh, where's the brakes? People, come on. Wow, that was...
Did you say
My
look
goodness.
out, Scooby-Doo?
Yeah. I said look out, Scooby-Doo.
Oh, that was a quote we're going to have to cut out.
That
Mr.
was
Producer, you got that one?
heat of
What
the
minute was
moment. Heat of the moment there.
that? That was fantastic.
I'll sign autographs after the show, everybody.
There you go. I want a first one, though.
Oh, that's gonna be a shirt. Look out, Scooby-Doo.
There you go.
Caution out, fourth time here in the Rattler 250. That for Osborne, really looking at the inside of Jeffrey Belt there. Just making contact. Hard racing here this early on. Osborne back to 9th. And Belt's going to keep his position, but he'll dive to the pit road. He, along with Travis Wright. Anybody else going to take? 56, Jen. Faulkner, 65. 14, Jason Swan, Clark, Greg, and Barry. Vade gets the lap back. 1 lap back. He's down 2. And what a bad break for Matt Vade. Qualified 9th. That car is just extremely sharp looking. Had good chances heading into tonight, and he sits 20th right now. Oh my, and our producer just pointed us out. This is how silently this guy has snuck up into the mix. Dan Murray, Andy, started 15th. Here we are, 42. He's up to 2nd.
Yeah, him and along with Chuck Chambly, they're riding in 5th. Those got to be the 2 biggest movers of the race. Obviously, Chuck Chambly probably being the biggest, but yeah, Dan Murray, that's just a fantastic job by him to make his way up through traffic after that horrible qualifying run. And I believe Benefield also, Ben, has moved up a lot of spots here early on.
Yeah, he was actually given the EOL penalty. He had to start at the very back of the pack. Qualified 2nd, but had to start from the back for winning the last race out. So we'll turn the lights off.
Better talk to the rule makers on that one, I'll tell you.
I like it. It makes it exciting. Lights off the top of the iRacing.com Ford Mustang pace car and around the speedway as we stack them up for yet another restart here in the Rattler 250. Hester's in control. Murray's to his outside. Scooby-Doo inside row 2, and Benefield to his outside. Green flag. Hester, a good jump.
Yeah, great jump by Hester as they head back into turn number 1. They stack up just a little bit behind Velma. But now off of turn number 2, they're straightening it out, and they're all in line.
There they are. Here comes Chambly to the inside. Whoa, my goodness. He almost pitted Scooby-Doo there as we head down the front stretch into turn 1. Chambly looking for 4th. Slide job, no. My goodness, that was, wow. If that was on a dirt track, we would have had 2 flipping late models. And now Osborne bumps the back end of Gibson. Gibson just getting beaten up left and right.
Yeah, none of his doing here tonight is they're side by side behind him. Louis Robinette and Vining. Now there's another car getting in the mix here. Great battle right behind these guys, shaping up for the 8th spot.
Danny Sanchez, Scott Formosa behind those guys, looking to get in the mix. Vining pulls the crossover. I mean, on the slide job off 4. I thought Robinette was going to pull the crossover. He does not. Whoa, Vining gets loose in front of Robinette. Robinette gets loose, and the wind is blowing these cars around now.
The wind, and look at Formosa on that outside, that 80 car. He's trying to take advantage of it. He's on the outside right now of Louis Robinette, and he's trying to get that position away from Daniel Vining, and that's for 7th.
Robinette was all the way to the bottom. Look at the stack up behind these guys, though. Caution is out. No. Jen goes around, but we stay green, and that's the stack up I was talking about. There's he and a bunch of other guys back there, but back up to the second position. Sorry. Adam Benefield has caught Dan Murray as those two guys try and chase down Ty Hester. Chuck Chambly's 4th. Now the caution comes out. And we have got a big crash on the back straightaway. Forrest Gregg is up against the outside retaining wall. Not his doings, though. Oh, but a big hit. Casey Clark was actually the one going around. It was a self-spin by Clark. Got loose, overcorrected. Almost took out Swan. And Gregg just had nowhere to go but into the front end of Clark's car. Just under 200 laps remaining in the Rattler 250 from Irwindale Speedway. I want to thank you for tuning in live right here on Noble Network 1. Sam Taylor is producing the show alongside Andy Kessler. I am Ben Kilcrease. I want to thank you again for tuning in live across the country and around the world. So I said we'd talk about it.
Yeah.
My SVRA debut this Saturday night at St. Tammany Raceway in Lacombe, Louisiana. Andy, you gonna come on down?
Yeah, I'll be right there.
10-4. I might can get you a grandstand admission pad. Yeah. If you ask nicely, heck, you can come up in the booth and help me. No, I'm kidding. It's all to me. No. But if
wow, the head has swollen now on Mr. Ben Kilcrease.
No, really looking forward to it.
He cannot fit into a door.
Got the hotel room booked. Got my hat today.
They pay you for that hotel room?
No, I had to, sadly.
Did they reimburse you?
Hopefully.
You didn't even ask?
Well, we'll have to wait and see. No,
I would have propped up in the tent, right, or in the back seat of the car.
The tent would be a problem because it is Louisiana. If you've watched the History Channel show Cryptid about the Rougarou over there in Louisiana, and it's scary stuff.
Oh, jeez.
Big fun show. But no, it's going to be awesome this Saturday night at Lacombe, or at St. Tammany Raceway in Lacombe, Louisiana. Good thing I am doing this broadcast tonight. I'm getting all my stutters out, so hopefully I won't have any. Hopefully I won't have any this Saturday night.
Of course, the SVRA late models, or whatever they are.
Vintage cars.
Vintage cars, excuse me. Will be live on the network.
They will.
I'm only kidding.
No. Wish we could work something out. We'll have to talk about that. Pace car to pit road. We're set to go back racing. Field. Wow, that was almost big commotion back there. Adam Benefield, though, clears Murray heading into 1, and Benefield's going for the lead. Vining pushes up into Osborne. They almost make contact. Look out.
There they come. Big battle right now for 4th between the 7 of Cody Gibson and Chuck Chambly. Chambly, though, on the outside in that preferred line. Here they go. Looks like he's going to have him cleared this time around. Oh, they touch!
Oh, vicious crash. Oh, my goodness. We have wadded them up in turn 1 here at Irwindale Speedway, and you just got to wonder. Remember the failed slide job from Chambly earlier in the race. Cody Gibson might have said, hey, I didn't like that. So it was Gibson, Chambly, Formosa, Belt. Wright came in with no brakes, it looked like. Faulkner was involved. Just unbelievable. So, caution out. Again, I've lost count now. 6 caution. Dan Murray's going to head to the pits. Well, what you think, Andy? Getting a little damage fixed?
A little damage, a little bit of fuel, maybe some fresh tires. We know these tires, though, Ben, don't wear out too much here. On these super late models, for some reason this tire package has been very favorable to the drivers. So, yeah, I would say get some of this damage fixed, and you know, you gotta survive. You gotta be there at the end.
To be brutally honest, the only reason I'd come to pit road in this 250 lap race was for fuel. I would not change tires this whole race. That's how unbelievable these tires are. They just they have no wear. iRacing has thought they were doing pretty good with a new tire model. They failed significantly. So we will try and get these guys stacked back up. Quite a bit of cleanup over in corner number 1 and 2 from the last caution. Look at the top 10 as we sit right now. Ty Hester, Adam Benefield, Daniel Vining, Brandon Osborne, Danny Sanchez, Chris Jen, David Gibson, Matt Vade has worked his way back up to 8th, Dan Murray, and Chuck Chambly sits 10th. 17 cars still on the lead lap. Make that 15. Lou Robinette and Jeffrey Belt down pit road. So
hey,
we'll turn. Yes, Andy.
Do you know what this? Do you know what this overdrive tour is all about?
You better tell me the green flag's almost about to fly.
All right, I'll tell you later.
Okay, we'll find out. Green flag. Jen trying to get the jump checked up. The whole field behind him almost caused a big crash. And we race him down into corner number 1. Benefield, look at the run he's got on Hester. Look at this. Adam Benefield's going to be looking for the lead in 3.
Right now, he's all over the back bumper, kind of points that car down a little bit to the inside, gets a great run off of turn number 4. Back into turn number 1. Benefield all over the back of Ty Hester. Here comes Vining, though. Vining, he wants in the mix.
Daniel Vining sitting 3rd. We're looking out of the back of Ty Hester's machine. He really is trying to fend off Benefield because I think if Benefield gets some clean air, he might run away with this thing. I don't know. Hester's starting to pull away with it right now as I speak. So top 3 getting a little bit spread out. Hester, Benefield, Vining, and Sanchez. Go back. Whoa! Right in the 10 was completely sideways as he and Jeff Faulkner battle for the 10th position. About mid-pack. 79, John Kinney, he is a couple laps down, not in the battle for that top 10 position.
We got a battle for 3rd right now as it looks like Osborne was looking to the inside of Vining, heading into turn number 1. He's going to fall back in line down the backstretch, but the battle right now is really starting to heat up.
That it is. He'll look low again here. Nope, not going to have a bumper. Vining gets loose. That's Osborne's chance. He'll stick a nose. He'll dive all the way to the bottom. No! He pushes up, makes contact on Osborne. Goes for a spin again.
That's the 2nd time that's happened for Osborne here tonight. Gotten into the guy on the outside and spun.
Yeah, well, maybe 3rd time's a charm, and he'll figure out that can't dive it in that hard when somebody's on the outside. Especially when they're running a lower line like Vining was right there. Vining did absolutely nothing wrong. He was just racing for position, and Osborne slipped up. Yeah, Andy, what's the Overdrive Tour all about? Do tell.
Well, it's all
us
about
now.
12 races, Ben, and one champion. The All-Pro Sim League Overdrive Tour is seeking out the best drivers in sim racing to compete in the league's biggest races, looking to crown the year-long All-Pro Super Late Model champion. Each race, Ben, pays out $20 to win. 10 for second, 5 for third. And there's also an end of the season points purse of $200 up for grabs, and more prizes along the way. The Overdrive Tour races iRacing Super Late Models beginning last month, I should say, but the last race with the Speedfest 200. But just a note, Ben, I did just say it was $200 up for grabs. Make it $300. It's $300 to this season's champion.
That is unbelievable.
Don't forget to go to Boz PC either.
So $300 to the champion, $20 to this race winner, and they also get a nice little rattlesnake trophy. Did you see that on the Overdrive Tour Facebook? Facebook.com/Overdrive Tour.
Yeah,
nice
make sure you head
little,
over there and like them on Facebook.
Nice little rattlesnake trophy. Get your name engraved on it and set it on the mantle.
I want one, but I have to race to get it.
You know what, Andy? If you'll pay for shipping, I'll get us two. I'll buy the trophy. You pay for shipping.
If I pay for shipping.
Yep.
We'll have to talk to Mr. Vining.
Yeah, Dan, hit us up. Where'd you get those trophies? We want one on some.
Yeah. Commentator of the race. It's me against you, Ben.
All right, we'll see who's the best at calling this restart.
Pace car is off.
No, pace car to pit road. They'll stack them up 2 by 2 by 2. I'm the lead announcer, so I get to call the restarts. Mahaha. Green flag. Ty Hester back on the gas. Here comes Benefield, though. He got a good jump. A real good jump. A real good dive into 1 and a real good run off 2. Here comes Benefield looking for the lead.
Yeah, Benefield all over the back bumper of Ty Hester as they head back into turn number 3. Lets off a little bit right there, able to point that nose down, and here he comes again. Battle right now, though, is side by side for 4th behind these guys between Matt Vade, who's finally back on the lead lap, and look where he's running.
Looks to the inside of Vining for 3rd. Vade, if he gets by Vining, he'll be looking for the lead.
Absolutely on a rail right now is Matt Vade. Still side by side for 3rd, though. It looks like he's going to have him cleared this time. No, Vining hanging tough on that outside.
What he needs to do is he needs to dive it down in there. Pull a slide job, just like this right here. Beautiful example from Vade. Back near the mid-pack is where things are getting heated. Murray trying to come to the field. Osborne's on his bumper. Now it's Wright and Gibson battling for that 11th position. Whoa! Kenny in the wall! A big crash on the front straightaway. John Kenny. Oh, and he goes around again.
Little insult to injury right there.
7 laps down, and he gets turned head first into the outside retaining wall. Good thing that wasn't later in the straightaway there, Andy, or he would have hit the entrance to pit road.
Yeah, that would have, even though they got barrels there, Ben, that's, that would have been a hard one.
Yep, and I said Kenny was turned head first into the wall. It really looks like just a racing incident there, so not putting the fault on Gibson. So, caution out again, and we're just shy of the 100 lap mark. 21 to go until lap 100. While we're under this caution, We will remind you that the West Pro Series Underdog Designs Super Series. Sorry, the lap car got close to Adam Benefield there. And Andy Kessler told me something on Whisper that was hilarious. The Underdog Design Super Series with the West Pro Series runs every Sunday nights. Qualifying gets kicked off at 9:10 with the race soon thereafter. 150 laps for the regular season events. We have 3 races out of the season. 300 laps. We just ran our Jenks 300 a couple weeks ago. Tyler Scott won that one. We've got our Governor's Cup at New Smyrna Speedway coming up here pretty soon, and then our Hero 300, where we salute those that have fought for our freedom, are fighting for our freedom, and will fight for our freedom. We'll salute those in the Hero 300 right here at this speedway, Irwindale Speedway. 300 laps in the Triple Crown Series over at the West Pro Series Underdog Design Super Series. To join up, you can go to westproseries.com. So, Andy, while we serve this caution, if you don't mind, I'll give you some money. Head on down and get me a corn dog, mustard, and ketchup, please.
10-4, be right back.
All right. As Andy goes to get that, they turn the lights off on the speedway.
Oh, wait till
Hey,
the next
come
one.
back. There you go. We'll double them up. Esther, Benefield, Vadi, Vining, and Sanchez, top 5 as the pace car heads to pit road. An abrupt left turn for the pace car, I should say. Watch Vadi inside of row number 2. He was looking quick on that last green flag run. He's on the inside of Benefield as we head down into corner number 1. Can he do anything in 2? No, pushes up there. Benefield gets the run back straight away. No, here comes Vadi. Vining gets the bump from Jen behind as Vadi and Benefield battle for second.
Battle for second, short-lived. Adam Benefield give him that position as Vade now falls back into line, but behind these guys, that Scooby-Doo machine, the Cartoon Network, Cody Gibson, he's making his way back up through the field.
That he had, nope, not anymore. There goes Gibson around, and no, into Travis Wright. And we've got a caution again.
I'm telling you, I've talked about him twice now, and he's crashed. There will be no more talk of the Scooby-Doo machine.
I don't think any of Cody Gibson's crashes has been his fault. All the time. Every dent on that car you see has been caused
Poor
by
Scooby.
somebody else. Yeah. So caution out for the 9th time here at Irwindale Speedway. We're going to go silent in the booth. We're going to take a break up here. While you take a break at home, go get something to drink, something to snack on. We'll be right back for the restart here on Mobile Network 1. we'll turn the lights up atop the iRacing.com Ford Mustang pace car. As I catch my breath from coming back from the concession stand, Hester, Benefield, Vadi, and Viney. Sanchez is up there too. Didn't mean to leave him out. Green flag. Ooh, Vining really dove it down in the corner number 1 there. Almost pushed up into Dan Murray, who is slowly starting to make his way back up to the field. Look at Sanchez up there on the high side, trying to make some noise on the outside of Matt Vadi.
Vadi's probably been the only one, Ben, that's been able to make this somewhat bottom line
Trouble.
work.
Chris Jen around, and caution is out again. And that was Louis Romanet and Chris Jen going around right there, so. And now Forrest Gregg has crashed under the caution. Louis Robinet got into him and a hard hit to the inside wall. So we'll get everything sorted back out. Scott Formosa, Jeffrey Belt, Travis Wright, and Delta Williams are loading their cars up as we speak. And they're ready to head to the house. So, we're going to go silent up here in the booth again. I'm going to enjoy this bowl of Fruit Loops without the milk while we serve this caution. We'll continue talking for the restart. So we'll turn the lights up atop the iRacing.com Ford Mustang pace car. And we're set for another restart. Ty Hester will lead them to the green flag. It'll be Benefield, Vadi, Sanchez, and now Dan Murray, top 5, as we get set for the restart.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag.
Ty Hester, I'll tell you, he's getting the hang of these restarts here. No one's really been able to contest him, at least right off the initial start. So Hester being able to mix it up all night long here. But Benefield still hanging tough there, heading back into turn number 1.
That he is. Now Sanchez looking to get up in that mix as well. Cody Gibson, Daniel Vining, a little contact behind. That was way back there for the 8th position.
Sanchez wiggles just a little bit. That's going to leave the bottom line open for Vade again as they head back into turn number 1. Side by side, 2 rows deep right now, and that first one's the battle for third.
And second one diminishes quickly as Dan Murray gets loose Down in corner number 2, bodying out of the inside. He gets loose down there. So does Sanchez. These guys are really racing it out for 3rd position as we hit lap 100.
Well,
Good.
these guys are racing, though. The top 2 guys able to pull away right now. The separation's been maintained by Adam Benefiel. He's doing a great job kind of trying different lines right now. We know these cars, Ben, once you're out in that lead, it's hard to get around that guy.
It certainly is, and sometimes you just, if you get right there on the bumper, you've got to use it because you might not get another chance to pass him. As Sanchez now lets Vadi go. Osborne now on the inside of him. Now Osborne clears him. Sanchez loses 2 positions in 2 laps.
That's all it'll take. One little bobble, and there you go. Sanchez moving back, and now he's going to be in the clutches of Dan Murray. Murray, very quiet. Some front-end damage on that right side from early on. Of course, he qualified 15th, which definitely wasn't what he wanted, but he's worked his way up to the front here, and he's been there ever since.
Certainly has. As Cody Gibson trying to work on Chuck Chambly. These guys already having quite a bit of history in this race so far. That's for 7th. Gibson to the inside. My goodness, look at the rear end of Chambly's car. That thing is wadded up.
Yeah, I don't think there's a corner that's not been used on that 25 machine tonight.
Or a side. The only straight part is the roof. Gibson to the inside. Looking like he was going to slide up there. Did not. This is, again, for the 7th position, and we've got another caution. Trouble, big crash, and they keep piling in. Louis Robinette involved, and David Gibson was the first car sideways. He and Chris Jen made contact. Gibson was going to be good until Louis Robinette got into him, as did Kevin Berry in the 86. Close to making it to halfway here in the Rattler 250, working lap 108 of 250. You're watching Noble Network 1.
Gonna double them up, getting ready. Lights are off on the pace car, getting ready to get this thing fired back away. Working lap number 111. 13 laps, 14 laps, excuse me, from the halfway point. Pace car now on pit road. Ty Hester going to lead him back to the green flag, and there he goes, off and running. And he's going to get a clean jump on Adam Benefield once again as they're side by side, though, for third.
Vadi on the inside. It's Osborne now behind him as Vadi clears him on the backstretch. Ooh, look at Benefield. He thought about it right there. Benefield looking for the lead here on the front stretch.
He is. He's all over the back bumper. Ty Hester now. Here comes Vadi into the picture also. Top 5 now, single file.
A little bit of gaggle further back. Jeffrey Faulkner and Kevin Berry side by side. That's for the 11th position. Now Faulkner will clear him. Here comes Berry. Kilcrease crossover, front stretch all the way to the bottom. That's not going to work. Around goes Swan, and caution is out.
Oh, and we were just shaping up for a great battle for the lead. Benefield had put his nose to the inside of Hester heading into turn number 3. He might have something for him there, Ben.
Yes, certainly, yeah. Could have something if we could keep the cars straight behind him long enough for him to have something. Kevin Berry went all the way to the white line, and if Jason Swan's car was not there, he would have hit the wall. That's how bad he set up the corner, but Swan was there, and around Swan went, and then they kept piling in behind. Once again, I want to thank you for tuning in live with us here on Noble Network 1 for the Rattler 250. We are on caution number... Waiting for my producer to tell me there. 12 here on lap 116 of 250. About 10 laps shy of halfway. If you are a real super late model fan, you would have seen that Casey Roderick won the real life Rattler 250 this past Saturday night after a monumental race. I'm telling you, John Hunter Nemechek, Bubba Pollard, Ross Kenseth, all those guys taken out. That left Augie Grill and Daniel Hemrick to battle it out. They got together in corner 1. Augie flew off the track. Hemrick took the lead. About 50 to go. Hemrick blew up. And then it was Roderick, Harrison Burton, Anderson Bowen, Casey Smith, Hunter Robbins to settle it out to see who would claim victory. And Roderick came out on top. $10,000 richer. Also, some other exciting news. I got my Snowball Derby renewal, my Snowball Derby tickets renewal form in today. Andy, you going to be heading on down to the Derby this year?
Oh, God, yeah. It's right in my backyard.
Yep. We'll also be the weekend of August 16th, we'll be heading on up to Connecticut to race some super late models up at Thompson International Speedway. That's going to be fun.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. I'll be there to record and commentate. Pace car to Pit Road. It is going to be fun. We'll talk about that here later on in the show. We're back racing in
Trouble! 7 car.
No caution. We stay green for now.
Cody Gibson has the worst luck, I think, of anyone I've seen in a long time.
So, that leaves Benefield to chase down Ty Hester yet again, and that's what he's doing. Osborne and Vada make a little contact behind him. That doesn't matter. Benefield's closing the gap.
He is off of turn number 4. Here comes Benefield with a great run. He's got a great run off these corners right now. If he can only hang on to the back end of Ty Hester right there's we're on board with Benefield. There he goes to the inside now, way down to the bottom line.
You saw Hester get loose off two on a backstretch. That allowed Benefield to sneak his nose, but he's going to have to dive it in there, pull a slide job, and then block the crossover from Hester if he wants to take this lead. It's so hard to pass here at Irwindale.
Benefield off turn number 4, still maintaining that 1 car length gap. Third place is changed hands, and now Brandon Osborne, he's moved into third place, trying to reel in these leaders. Benefield, though, seems to bet he's got some form on those first couple laps on a restart, but after that, Hester's able to hang on to the top spot.
Certainly does. Don't look now, but you better go ahead and take a breath before I tell you we're finally at halfway here in the Rattler 250 at Irwindale Speedway, as we've got a good battle for the lead. Battle for third was going on pretty strong. Now it's Osborne kind of pulling away from Vadi and Sanchez. Then back behind those guys, Faulkner, Chambly, Jen, Murray, Gibson, and Gibson is all back here in a wad. Three deep with Faulkner on the inside. Murray decided to be the meat in the sandwich there. These guys are jousting for position back here. Holy cow.
Yeah, that's some incredible racing as the leaders now heading into turn 1 and 2, dealing with a little bit of lap traffic. That's the 14 of Jason Swan. He's dropped to the inside. But here's Benefield all over that back bumper, knocking on the door of Ty Hester.
Thought he was actually going to put it heading into 3. He gets such a good run into the corner. Here we go. Here's his chance. Almost tagged him there. Hester a little high. Back stretch. Here comes Benefield. He gets a run. Can he stick a bumper? He's to the inside for the lead. Side by side here at Irwindale. Not going to be able to do anything. Forrest Gregg. You saw the smoke right there. He blew up heading into corner number 1. No caution, we stay green.
Osborne's been able to catch these top 2 leaders here, Ben. Really putting on some solid, smooth run right now as they head off of turn number 2. Now Benefield's still looking to the inside, but just not ready to pull that trigger yet.
131 in the books. We work on 132.
The yellow flag is
Caution is out. David Gibson in the 03 saw smoke from him, but it was actually Cody Gibson putting the bumper to Jeffrey Faulkner. Some of these cars at the back of the pack, Andy, I think I've seen Demolition Derby cars come out of Demolition Derbies cleaner than what these cars are looking like. My goodness. We have tore up some cars here in the Rattler 250.
There's definitely going to be a sale on sheet metal here tonight.
I've got Kyle Benjamin's door hanging on my wall from the 2012 Rattler 250 when he flipped over thanks to DJ Vanderlei. Nice little coincidence. Maybe I can get another piece of sheet metal to hang on the other side of my room.
Oh, here they go down pit road. Leaders, many of them chosen, but Benefield chose to stay out, Ben.
Benefield, Vadi and Sanchez. Chambly stays out. Jen stays out. Pretty much everybody else comes in here on lap 134. We'll see what the strategy is for these guys. Hester looking like he's going to be taking some tires, certainly taking some fuel. So quite a few guys taking 4 tires here just past halfway. I'm going to be honest, that's kind of surprising. I didn't think we'd see that tonight. I certainly wouldn't be taking tires.
It's early enough, man. We're not even halfway point, so you take tires now, that's probably the only time you're going to take them.
Hey, Andy,
Yeah!
guess who was in victory lane this past Sunday night? Last night in the West Pro Series Underdog Design Super Series.
I'm going to take a guess, Ben. Was it the 00?
It certainly was. This dude right here, the drama seeker, the short track king, whatever you want to call me. I was in victory lane last night,
listen,
and
I just want to let everyone know that short track king thing is self-proclaimed, everyone.
no, earlier in practice, I had my car out here. Daniel Vining came up to me and said, "Hey, King." So, pace car to pit road. We'll talk about my nicknames and Andy's after we get a good. Sure you do. Green flag. We'll see you in the next caution. Chandler looked to make it 3 wide. Didn't. But Adam Benefield going to pull off to a big lead as Vani and Sanchez now about whoa! Sanchez almost cut the bumper off of Chambly. Now Chambly almost pushes up into Sanchez. Look out, that's going to get tight.
We got a lap car on the bottom line. That's the 7 of Cody Gibson right now as the leader's so rumbling past him into turn number 3. Chuck Chambly was all over Sanchez, but it seems like he's falling off the pace now. Here comes Ty Hester. He's moving his way back through the field. He right now sits 5th.
And Hester has the cleanest car on the track. Hester's got to be extremely careful when racing around these other guys that he doesn't get caught up in somebody else's mess.
Yeah, that's one easy, quick way to ruin somebody's night right there, but they're all stacking up right behind Chambly. It looks like, whoa, that 56 car, man, Chris Ginn got real loose off of turn number 2.
Yeah, almost put the bumper to Hester and almost took out Brandon Osborne off too. And here comes Hester to the inside of Chambly. That gets close. Hester actually gets loose. Chambly almost smacks the wall, and Osborne's coming up into the mix. Very good racing here at Irwindale. Look at Hester, 3 wide, whoa, that's about as tight as you can get 3 wide. Hester decides to let out. He says, go ahead, Brandon. I don't want to be a part of this. And whoa, Osborne almost pushed up like he's done so many other times in the race. Now Chambly almost smacks the wall. You can see Hester's just really letting out quite a bit. He's like, I'm not tearing my car up. I want to win this thing. Oh, and there he goes, Hester through the grass. He'll come back up. No visual damage that I can see unless he knocked the toe out. Ty Hester going to get back going. But he's got some work to do now. Adam Benefield, though, finally able to lead a couple laps here at Irwindale Speedway. He's your leader. Vadi sits second. Sanchez is third.
I guess some all-important, valuable bonus points, points towards the championship.
$300 points on the line. Caution is out. 300 points on the line. I'd be getting every point I can. Kevin Berry. I think this is Kevin Berry in the 86 comes up into Gibson. They make hard contact, and Berry hit the wall. Caution is out for the 14th time tonight, excuse me. closing in on 100 laps to go here in the Rattler 250. And I tell you, this is a big break for Ty Hester. Spun through the grass. Last go around on the green flag run there. And Andy looks like he's coming to the pits. This might be just to make sure nothing is rubbing or nothing's damaged.
Yeah, absolutely correct, Ben. But also look who's on pit road. The leader decided to give up that position, give up the track position. Adam Benefield slides into his box. He's going to take on some service.
That will leave Matt Votty, your leader. Brandon Osborne will sit second, and Chuck Chambly will be up to third. Daniel Vining looks like he'll be fourth. And Ty Hester may be fifth. He might have got a speeding penalty. I think he might have got a speeding penalty. Oh my, that's big. Exiting the pits while they were closed for Hester has put him at the back of the pack. Big news for the cleanest car out here.
He's going to have his work cut out for him now, Ben, with just about exactly 100 laps to go.
My goodness, a drama-filled online version of the Rattler 250. Real life this past Saturday night was drama-filled. We'll turn the lights off and we'll stack them up, get set for another restart. Matt Votty will lead us to the line in 84. 2 is Brandon Osborne to his outside. 25, Chuck Chambly inside. 99, Vining on the outside. 28, Sanchez inside row 5. And 4 wide back here. My goodness.
A little bit of confusion maybe, Ben.
Green flag for Votty. Jen sideways, about to lose it. He keeps it straight. Kevin Berry made some contact with another car.
Got a battle for the lead shaping up right now, Ben. Van Vade, Brandon Osborne. Osborne trying to get that position away from him here as they head back into turn 3.
Osborne has been one of the quickest cars on the track here in this race. He qualified third, excuse me. And he's looking now for the lead as Vining tags the bumper of Chambly for third. But Osborne now looking to the inside of Votty for the lead. Not going to have a bumper, though, into 1.
No, he's not. Looks like he's going to have to drop way down that bottom line if he wants any type of run here, maybe to pull up on the side of him down the backstretch. Still pulling close right now is Osborne. Osborne about a lane lower right now over Vade. Not going to work out. He's going to fall back in line.
Big news coming out of the pits. Ty Hester had to serve a green flag penalty. He's now 1 lap down, sitting 13th. Votty, your leader. Osborne sits second. Chambly is third. Adam Benefield working his way through the field. He's 4th. Working on Chambly for third. Benefield to the inside. Caution is out. Casey Clark is around 17th. 30 laps down. Around in corner number 1 he goes. Louis Robinette involved in that as well. So 15 cautions here at Irwindale Speedway for the Rattler 250. We're going to go silent in the booth yet again here as we're just under 100 laps, right at 90 from the checkered flag. We'll stack them up 2 by 2 and set them up for another restart. Vadi, Osborne, Chambly, Benefield, and Vining. Look at Osborne trying to get a jump green flag. Vadi says, no, I'm the leader. I decide when we go. He'll dive it down into corner number 1. Look at Chambly, almost tags the bumper of Osborne there. Almost slides up into Benefield. Here comes Osborne, though. He gets a good run down the backstretch. Big gaggle of cars behind him. Cody Gibson, Chris Jen in the mix of things back there. Almost some contact even being made. Adam Benefield's worked his way up to 3rd. He'll be looking for the lead here pretty soon as Vining looks for 4th. Chuck Chambly has it. Vining wants it, and we're wrecking on the front straightaway. No, small contact with the wall had John Kinney. Kinney actually blew up on the front stretch, though we stay green. Vining still working on Chambly, trying to get to the inside. There goes Vining sideways. He'll cut up in front of Dan Murray. Little contact further back. Murray now to the inside of Vining. That's for 5th. Whoa, Vining gets loose again. Almost got into Murray. That was close. Vining starting to fall back. Swan puts the slide job. Gibson almost tags him in the door. Now Dan Murray begins work on Chuck Chambly. Makes quick work of him too as Murray takes the 4th position on the backstretch. Chambly back to 5th. Sanchez sits 6th. He's looking in on that battle. Behind them, Chris Jen 8th. Vining 9th. And Ty Hester trying to get his lap back the hard way. Behind them, Jason Swan puts Kevin Berry in the wall. Maybe a little reminiscent of earlier. Up front, though, it's all Matt Vade. Not really too much pressure from Brandon Osborne. Adam Benefield sits 3rd. Not making too much noise as of right now, though. Danny Sanchez, Chuck Chambly, that's for 5th. Sanchez all the way to the bottom. Chambly will get the run on the straightaway. Hester still trying to make his way through the field. He is being scored 13th, now 2 laps down here at Irwindale Speedway.
That's not good. A guy who led pretty much Ben this whole first half of his race here. About to go another lap down. Or excuse me, that's S03. Almost the same paint job.
Yeah, I've had that mistake tonight too. I'll catch a glimpse of that's Gibson. I'll catch a glimpse of Gibson and think that it's Ty Hester. It's actually not. Gibson's car a little bit more beat up than Hester's is. And Brandon Osborne doing everything he can to catch Matt Vada. You can see he's just getting loose off the corners. Really driving that car hard here in the final laps of this race to try and catch the leader.
He's trying as hard as he can, driving it way in there deep, running a little bit of a lower line there. Kind of the line that Vade had been running all race long, as Vade now drops down a lane here on turn 3 and 4, but maintained about that half-second lead.
And I don't think that Adam Benefiel is done yet either. He's just lurking back there. I think he's still got something for the end of this race. 70 laps to go here in the Rattler 250.
Definitely don't want to be holding back. I mean, you want to at least maintain with that leader. We talked about earlier, the tires don't wear out like they do in any other car here at iRacing, so you can burn them out. They will. It just takes longer, but I think right now you got to prepare yourself for another possible restart, and maybe that's the chance you have to take your move.
The yellow flag is out.
Oh my. How do you do that, Andy?
I tell you, I'm magic.
Cody Gibson around.
Oh, my buddy.
Off the bumper of Daniel Vining. Thelma got a good taste of the concrete here at Irwindale Speedway.
I think they all have on that back bumper, man. Look at that thing.
So caution out again. Here in the Rattler 250 for what will be the 16th time. Tell you what, Andy, under this caution, you need to head on down there to the concession stand. They have raw Fruit Loops, which is Fruit Loops without milk.
I'm on my way.
They give them to you in a bowl. The best
Don't forget
thing.
to visit Boz Pros or Boz PC.
Let's try that again. Go get some Fruit Loops, Andy.
All right, I'll do that. You check out Boz PC, Ben.
I would if you'd tell me a little bit about it, Andy. So, we will, oh yeah, we got to talk about Andy's nickname. Sam, you can go ahead and come on mic for this caution. Sam Taylor, our producer, everyone. Sam, how you doing?
I'm just about staying awake, but having good fun. Yourself?
Pretty good. Eating some raw Fruit Loops.
Sounds good.
Now, we were talking about Andy's nickname. I know when he came over from the Xbox side of things, it was the Man.
Oh yeah, that was it.
Man.
Duh.
But we've kind of given him some new nicknames over here, but we can't say them live on air.
Well, I can't remember any of the new ones. All I remember is Daman. You'll have to tell me after the race.
I'll tell you after the race.
I've literally had a mind blank.
I'll send a pigeon down there with a note with Andy's new nickname.
Yeah, because we do things differently here in England. We all live in the 13th century, riding horses and living in castles.
Ladies and gentlemen, Sam Taylor, stand up. And godly hours in the morning.
Yeah.
Put on this show for us tonight.
It's not ungodly.
He's doing
yet.
a fantastic job too, by the way, man.
Certainly is. Doing better than us. We're up here eating raw Fruit Loops. Here we go.
All I'm doing is shaking
We'll
my
turn the
bag of
lights
crisps. But anyway, I'll let you get back to it.
Thank you very much. Sam Taylor, everybody, out of Dorset, England. Pace car to pit road. Buddy. Osborne. Benefiel. Murray. Chambly. Top 5. Osborne is really trying to jump the gun. And Buddy says, nope. It's time to go. Whoa, Chambly got loose. Yeah. Caused a big stack up behind him. And they still try and get stuff sorted out as we work lap 189. Vadi your leader. Benefiel on the bumper of Osborne, looking to get that second position. But Osborne pulls a little bit ahead right there, almost 2 car lengths down the backstretch. Look at Osborne as he's trying to chase down Vadi. He is. He closes up to the bumper heading into 1.
He is. He's there. He's all over it now. Man, Osborne, the victim of two times he spun out here during this race. Hasn't picked up that much damage like some of these other guys. Drops way to the inside though off turn number 4, looking for that lead.
Not going to be able to do it that way. And it's just so hard to pass here at Irwindale. You almost have to set the guy up for a good 10 laps before you know what to do. Caution, no. Oh my, big crash for Jeffrey Faulkner though on the backstretch. He hits the inside wall. We stayed green. He was out of harm's way.
Whoa, and Osborne
Wow.
is way loose off of turn number 2. Leaves that outside lane open for Benefield, but not going to be able to make anything happen though, as now Vade able to pull away.
As we go later into the afternoon, weather starting to change, temperatures dropping, winds changing direction. It could be changing the feel of these cars for these drivers. Matt Vade, though, just running his race out front, and caution is out. Chuck Chambly and Cody Gibson around down in corner number 2. It looks like Chambly goes around off the bumper of Hester. Gibson tears his left front tire off. And we'll stack them up again for yet another restart with around 50 laps to go. You're watching Noble Network 1 live from Irwindale Speedway. I almost said International Speedway. Irwindale Speedway here for the Rattler 250. We're going to go silent in the booth yet again to enjoy our raw Fruit Loops. Two laps to go from getting the 50 to go signal. Or getting 50 to go, I should say. I don't think there's a signal for 50 to go.
I'm going to give him a signal.
Choked on a Fruit Loop there. We'll turn the lights off.
The full moon is the signal.
Is it? Lights off on the pace car. We'll get them lined up.
Hey, Ben.
Yes, sir.
Pace car's off.
Pace car down the pit road. Double file. Vade, Osborne, Benefield, Murray, and Sanchez. Field has shrunk, but we're still racing here in the Rattler 250.
Here comes Benefield.
Yep, Benefield thought now. Now here comes Osborne. Oh, can he get to the outside of Vade? He thought it. Now he's going to slingshot to the inside. Here comes Brandon Osborne. This is his chance. He's got to pinch him to the wall. Osborne side by side for the lead with 50 to go here in the Rattler.
Vade drives it way in there, way deep, but he's going to have a run on the outside, able to hang on to that top spot.
Osborne he's tried everything in the book that he knows to do, but when it comes to that point, you got to come up with something from then on, and that's what he's going to have to do. Osborne trying everything he possibly can But now Vonnie's starting to pull away just a little bit more as Osborne starts to fade. Don't count out Dan Murray. Look at him coming to the inside. He sits fourth now. He was quickest in practice. Didn't show it in qualifying, but here in the race, he's where he needs to be. At the end, he sits fourth.
Vada able to string out his lead just a little bit, about 3 car lengths now over Osborne, about another 3 car lengths back to Benefield. So the top 3 right now evenly spaced out.
That they are, and I think the only chance for Osborne, unless he's saving some stuff, is going to be on these restarts if we have another one. At the line, 2:06 in the books, 44 to go. Traffic ahead. That's Jeffrey Faulkner in the 65. As the gap starts to close a little bit between Osborne and Vadi. On board, looking back from your leader. Oh, he gets loose, and here comes Osborne. This is his chance. This is Osborne's chance. He goes to the outside. Do they use the lap car as a pick? Vadi trying to run him on. Osborne leads the lap, though. For the lead, Osborne takes it on the backstretch. Vadi's not done, though. He comes low. He almost makes contact. Look at Benefield. He's licking his chops right now.
That he is as he pulls to the outside now of Vade. Not going to happen. Single file now. The top 3 back as they go back down the back straightaway.
Trouble again. Gibson and Kevin Berry. And Berry, my goodness. Pulled right down in front of David Gibson. 86. Kevin Berry. That's one thing we talk about in the driver's meeting, and one thing you do is racer etiquette. You hold your position until everybody has cleared. Kevin did not do that. This has changed the face of this race, though. Brandon Osborne taking the lead. Do you think he was getting in Matt Vadi's head there, Andy?
He was doing something. Either that or Vade just started over driving it there. But great job. He had the lead, but he was unable to take advantage of it. Vade just got loose off of turn number 2. So we'll see what happens here now in this restart. Vade, though, is going to have on the outside. He's going to have that outside position. So if he can time the restart just right, might be able to sneak this lead back away from him.
It'll be about 35 to go when we get the green flag. We're going to go silent one more time. This will be the last time we go silent here in the booth for the Rattler 250.
field gonna double foul up, lights off on the pace car once again here. We take the green flag. We're only gonna have 35 laps to go here. Pace car now looking. Dive down on the pit road. The field is in Brandon Osborne's hands. Does Vadi able to hang with him here on the restart, or can Osborne pull out to that lead?
This might
Green
be the
flag is in the air.
This might be the last restart we see. We're back racing. Here comes Vadi, making a strong move to the inside. I think turn one's too early on the restarts to make the move. I think you got to ride the high side and then make it down in 3, just like Benefield's doing. Can Benefield make his way to second?
Side by side heading back into turn 1. Benefield and Vade now heading off of turn number 2. Slight advantage. Give it to Benefield, but now they're door to door as they head back to 3.
Neck and neck. Benefield not going all the way to the bottom. Vadi not pinching him too bad. They're still side by side for that second position. Almost make contact heading into 1. Dan Murray gets a little loose behind him. Here comes Benefield. He'll take it. Pull a slide job. Benefield takes second. Now he's got his sight set on Brandon Osborne.
Osborne, though, has pulled out to about a 3 or 4 car length lead here. Why those guys were battling. Here comes Vadi. He's not done with Benefield yet. Now he closes back in on that back bumper as they head back into off of turn number 4.
2:19 in the books. We work on 2:20. Laps are ticking down. Does Benefield have anything for Brandon Osborne?
Osborne seems to have set his rhythm right now, maintaining that about 3 car length lead right now as they head off of turn number 2, about in the backstretch again.
If it was anything like Speed Fest, Benefield's going to wait last possible moment to make his move. But
Can't
is
wait
that
too
too
long. Here
late?
comes
Yeah.
Vade.
Great racing here at Irwindale Speedway. We want to thank each and every one of you that has tuned in and survived the whole 223 laps now with us. Benefield starting to close the gap. He's really going to have to put that pedal down, though, I think, if he wants to catch Brandon Osborne.
Hey, as Osborne right now is on a rail, about to come to the line. 225 laps we're going to work right now. Still about a 4 car length lead, half a second lead right now for Brandon Osborne. He seems to have what it takes right now to stay out ahead of these guys.
At the line, 25 laps to go, 1/10 of the race remaining here in the Rattler. And Benefield slowly starting to lose time. Vadi says, let me go. I'll go catch him.
And Benefield says no.
Lap traffic ahead. David Gibson in the 0-3. Don't think he'll be a problem for the leaders. Whoa, though, here comes Benefield. Osborne gained about a 10th right there that time. He's starting to close in, Andy. Do you think he has something for Osborne here in the final couple laps?
It's crunch time.
Caution
now.
is out. Oh, no. This changes everything as Vining goes for a loop down the backstretch.
Vining was running 6th.
Oh, my goodness. A restart with less than 20 laps to go here at Irwindale. Oh boy, Andy, this is going to get good.
For some reason, they just always seem to set them up right for the end.
Now remember, if we were to take the caution flag with about 4 laps to go, we will pace to the end. There are no green-white checkers here on the most realistic simulator in the world.
You gotta make sure you get that in there, Ben.
Yep. Osborne, he was trying to trick Benefield into coming
I
into
don't
fence.
listen.
I
I
don't
don't
think
care.
that's gonna work.
I don't think you're tricking anybody with 20 to go here. To coming down pit road would be suicide.
Unless it's with 2 to go at Auto Club and the tires are crap. And then if you're landing
Maybe.
Castle, you stay out. Tires
And then
certainly.
finish 15th.
Yeah, hey, he tried. Kind of reminiscent of
Better
TJ
30th.
Graves. Yep.
Actually, it's funny. I got a message from TJ after that last night. He said, "Hey, you did something I would do." And I said, "Nah, he didn't crash the field."
Certainly an inside joke over here at Noble Network. One, we were heading into one of the chase races in the Noble RSeat.net Sprint Cup Series race. First race at the chase, and TJ Graves spins the tires at Martinsville
On
from
lap
row
like
3
25.
and takes out the field. So kind of a running joke. Here we go. Does Osborne choose the inside or the outside? If you do the Facebook thing, be sure to search the Overdrive Tour on Facebook. Give them a like and you'll receive every possible update you can think of concerning the All-Pro Overdrive Tour. Field is getting lined up for
Hey,
what
Ben?
could possibly be the final time. I know the pace cars been to pit road. 16 laps to go in the Rattler. Osborne, Benefield, Bonnie, it's anybody's race as we take the green.
Great start by Osborne, able to jump away from, oh my goodness, look at this go. Here they come. Vadi trying to get that inside line. He's going to stumble just a little bit, but Benefield all over the back bumper of Osborne.
That he is. He's really trying to set him up these final couple of laps. 15 to go here in the Rattler. Do we have to use the bumper? Back behind these guys in 3 wide, beating and banging for the 6th position.
The mystery machine.
Trouble!
Right in the middle of it.
Gibson around! Look out! Look out! My goodness.
Of course, then again, I mentioned the mystery machine. And here he
And
goes.
around they go.
That's the 3rd time. I feel so bad for him.
Don't mention his name again.
I'm not gonna. Every time he comes back up into the top 10, close to a top 5, I mention his name and boom, something happens.
Yep. So, now we'll restart with less than 10 to go. We're not racing to the checkered flag anymore, Andy. We're racing to the final 5 laps, in which, if the caution comes out, the race will be over.
Yeah, but we're also racing, Ben, for $20.
That we are. Second place, plate.
It pays out 10.
It pays 10. There we go.
Benefield, I think
5.
he'd rather that $20.
Yeah, yeah. Rather have a dime more than a nickel.
You got that 20
Certainly.
last
More than a
time,
penny.
last month there for that big win. at USA.
But he
Just
did
think
got a
I'd
nice trophy last go around. He wants the Rattlesnake trophy to put beside the Speedfest trophy.
Talking of rattlesnake trophies, Ben, I am officially here to judge the commentator of the race award, who might get a rattlesnake trophy.
While we're under this final caution, let's go ahead and bring in our producer, Sam
I'm already
Taylor.
talking. I've already unmuted
never
my mic.
mind.
That was all under it.
Never mind. See, Sam doesn't tell us when he unmutes his mic because
Yeah,
he thinks
just-
it's funny when we fail.
Yeah,
All right,
SVRA.
Sam,
I hope you're watching this.
Who's the commentator of the race?
The commentator of the race would have to go to someone who hasn't tasted much success on the track, and that would be the number 84, usually, of Andy Kessler. Well done, Andy.
Woo!
Congratulations, Andy. You
You just get credit and
you receive
respect.
a bowl of raw Fruit Loops.
Nice.
And second place receives the Rattlesnake Rodeo. The Rattlesnake Rodeo? My goodness. The Rattlesnake Trophy.
I would just like to point
second
out this
place gets a
broadcast is
Yeah.
not sponsored by Raw Fruit Loops. Just to make that apparent.
All right, so we'll turn the lights off. 8
Hey, Ben?
laps to go. And yes, Andy, I know that the pace car is about to pull down the pit road. We'll
It's
stack them
showtime,
up
then. 8
2
to go
by
and hit the line.
2. A shootout to the finish here in the Rattler. Oh, look at him. Osborne brings him to a crawl. He's in the gas. He's running away. They're going to battle it out
He's
behind
running
him.
away,
I don't-
but look at Vonnie.
Caution's out.
Trouble.
Gibson around. Big crash. No caution. Oh, my. We'll race it out. 7 to go. Got a little premature there, but Osborne is running away with it. Can Benefield catch him in this short amount of time? If the caution comes out now, though, remember the race will end under caution. This time by, oh boy, it's been a long time. 5 laps to go on the Rattler.
5 to go, and Vonnie's actually slipping up here, fall back into 4th place. The 6 of Dan Murray has moved up into the top 3.
That he has. But Vadi's not giving it up easy. He's going to try back on the inside. 4 to go.
He wants that interview.
Certainly does. And Benefield slowly starting to close in on Osborne, but I don't think he's going to have enough. 3 laps to go. He's closing. Caution is out. The race is over, and Brandon Osborne will win here in the Rattler. I almost said Rattling. Rattler.
Isn't a rattling a baby snake?
Yes. Ty Hester was the reason for that caution. Too bad the most realistic simulator in the world does not have green-white checkers, or this would be a dandy. We will come to 2 laps to go here in the Rattler. 2 to go. I don't know, Andy. I'm going to go out on a whim and say if we stayed green, Benefield would have been able to catch the bumper of Osborne there. And if he might have put it if he had the chance.
Oh, he absolutely been for $20. Oh yeah, I would have been all over that.
$20, a Rattler trophy.
Listen, you can't win them all. And I'll tell you what, Benefield, from starting off the way he did in the first race to come back, win last week, and an exciting finish, second again tonight, that's outstanding.
White flag here in the Rattler. Immediately after this race, Andy and I will head trackside. Andy's on his way right now. We're going to bring you interviews from the top 3. Out of corner number 4, We were wondering if he was ever going to find a way around Matt Vade. He did, and he'll go to victory lane. He survives 250 laps here at Irwindale. Brandon Osborne, the champion of the inaugural Rattler. Adam Benefield second. Dan Murray qualified 15th, was fastest in practice. He'll finish third, and they'll line up on the front straightaway for the top 3 pictures after the race. Andy Kessler's at the crossover gate, and he's heading down to talk to 3rd and 2nd place.
Going to go ahead and sit it down to Andy Kessler, who is standing by with Dan Murray. Andy?
That's right. I'm down here right now with Dan Murray. Dan, fastest in practice, came out to qualify, slipped up quite a bit, ended up starting 15th. I know that's not where you wanted to start, but the comeback, hard-fought race, 250 laps, and to come back with a 3rd-place finish, you got to be pretty excited about that.
Yeah, it was good. You would have thought I was blind on my qualifying lap, but I'd like to thank all the guys at Stillhorse Racing. It was fun going through the field. I was glad we were able to do that. Took about halfway to get the damage fixed, but very good. Adam did a great job. Brandon did a good job. It was fun racing with Matt the whole time. I was glad to be able to get him there at the end. I didn't think I was going to get him, so enjoyable race.
That it is, but walk us through this. A long race, quite a few cautions. You had to battle your way, dodging wrecks, keeping the car as clean as possible. You had some right side damage, but overall, how was the car all night? Was it what you needed here tonight with the high temperatures here? Was the racetrack as slick as it looked?
After running a while on these tires, it really started to come in. I didn't run my best laps till the last 20 laps of the race. I think it was because I got all the damage fixed and was able to actually put the power down. When I had that damage, I just couldn't get off the corner. And then it really started to come in there at the end. I thought I had a shot, but this race was a little caution-filled, but you'll have that racing 250 laps around here.
Yeah, 250 laps. We talk about this track being a high groove track. Run in the middle, run in the bottom just was totally out of the question if you wanted to move forward, correct?
Yeah, you kind of had to slide job some people, which was kind of fun. It's just real hard to pass on the bottom. Either that or you could run the top and just cut the corner and get off the corner better than they could and beat them down into the turn. But yeah, it was fun. It was a different type of race for me. I normally don't run very well here, so to get a top 3, I was real happy with that.
Well, you look exhausted. Congratulations again on your 3rd-place finish here, Dan. And anybody else you'd like to thank for this great run here tonight?
Just all the guys at Stillhorse Racing. We did a couple practices during the week that really helped me out. I know I would have been lost without it. And then Greg Evans at I Can't Design for painting this ride up for me. I really appreciate it.
Fantastic. That's our 3rd-place finisher, Dan Murray. And I turn right here to my left. I got the driver, the number 83, Adam Benefield. Adam, fantastic run. Again, you won a month ago at the Speedfest 200 at USA Speedway. You get the EOL to begin the race, but you dodged all the wrecks. You managed to keep the car somewhat clean. And here you are with a 2nd-place finish. You had a real good chance to win this thing.
Yeah, it just needed a few more laps there at the end. Really hated to see that caution at the end. Felt like I could have got up there and done something with Brandon, but just ran out of time.
I talked with Dan about this being a high groove. You know, the high groove is a place to be. Did you find it an issue to pass people, or were you able to kind of manipulate them and drive down into the corner, but then kind of push up and kind of push them towards the fence almost in order to get the line you wanted off the corner?
Yeah, it was, you know, like Dan said, you either had to slide job somebody or go in and kind of dime in the corner, get that straight run coming off and really get it to power off the bottom to get a run up under somebody and complete it. Matt right there at the end, man, he was, oh man, that was some tough racing. But yeah, it was definitely hard. His high groover slide jobbing.
Or the chrome horn, and I'm not going to ask you if you got to, Brandon, if you would have used it, but the way this thing went, I'll tell you what, you won a month ago there at the Speed Fest, you got the taste of the trophy, the cash. I'm sure you were looking at this one as you'd like to win 2 in a row.
Oh yeah, I would have loved to have brung two in a row back to SHR. And the guys deserve it, man. Work hard throughout the week and throwing up practices and everybody working together as a team, feeding info and all that good stuff. I really would have loved to bring it home for SHR and Roll Speed Dynamics.
Well, I'm sure the way 3 races into this, first place finish last race, second place this way, you're well on your way to a solid season here. As this race goes on, or as the season goes on, I'm sure you'll get many more chances to put a trophy next to that other one. But congratulations again, second place finish here tonight. And anyone else you'd like to thank for this great run?
Yeah, I'd like to thank Roll Speed Dynamics, Steel Horse Racing, I Can't Design with Greg Evans. He's on my Cup car, and Kevin Pearson for painting up this hot rod for me. And my mom, my wife, and guide, and just everybody that's got my back doing the overdrive tour and NIS stuff.
Well, that's awesome. There's your second place finisher. Drove this hot rod, this hot-looking hot rod, Ben, all the way to second place finish. But I believe you've caught up with our winner, Brandon.
I am down here with Brandon Osborne and another hot-looking hot rod. Brandon Osborne, your champion of the inaugural Rattler 250 here in the All-Pro Overdrive Tour. Brandon, $20. Richard, you're going to have a nice little rattlesnake trophy to set on your mantle. How does it feel after 250 laps? You're the one on top.
It's tiring. Come out here for 250 laps. Not many series come out here and run 250 laps. So it's awesome to be able to come out in this car with all these guys racing this hard. And I came away with the win.
Certainly did, and let's talk about the race. You were stuck behind Matt Vade. 1 point out of Benefield. It just seems like you were the guy battling for the lead in second. You came from the back twice, was involved in 2 cautions. Walk us through your race, and it was pretty dramatic, almost like the real-life Rattler was on the real-life side of things.
Oh yeah, start of the race, I was up towards the front trying to stay with the front guys, and had some contact with another car there, spun me out, got back out there, and same thing happened again. But I was able to hold on to it, get back to the front, pit with Ty towards the end there, and we started pushing towards the front, and then he ended up spinning, which I was kind of upset over. I was hoping to race with him up to the front, but and then towards the end there, the 54 car, I believe, I was waiting for him to pull on pit road. I could have swore that he never went in and got gas, but I guess he did. And he goofed up a little bit when that lap car came around, and I just went by him.
And that was the big stepping stone of the race for the number 2 machine. And I tell you what, you win this race, you win the Rattler. Do we see you in the next All-Pro Overdrive Tour race?
Oh, definitely. I'll be out there. I got some testing in before this race. I think that's why I came away with the win here. I ended up making a setup, a nice setup. I spent all my time doing that, only to find out that the officials here already had one made for us. But I got the line down here, and I think that I can do it for the next one.
We'll certainly be looking forward to seeing you. Brandon, who do you want to thank for putting you here in victory lane in the inaugural Rattler 250?
I want to thank my parents for supporting me here, and myself, you know. I make the setups for myself, I paint my cars, and I get out here and drive, and it feels really good when all that pays off.
Certainly does. Thanks for talking with us, Brandon, and we're going to jump back up to TeamSpeak. Certainly want to thank all the drivers for talking with us, and All Pro for having us here for the Rattler 250.
Tell you what, though, Andy, this is just... I've never heard somebody thank themselves before.
Hey, listen, like he said, Ben, you know, as he does his burnouts now. Listen, when you put all that hard work in, and you know, making setups isn't easy, but you put all that hard work in, and like you said, painting cars is. Oh, well, I'll tell you, to make them look good, it can take some skill. But listen, he's right. When you put all that time and effort into it, when it all comes together like it did for him here tonight, you're damn right I'm happy for myself. I'd probably say the same thing.
Certainly did a spectacular job, a good race. Like he said, a little bit of more cautions than we wanted, but we got things sorted out. We had some good racing between those, and we have a good, very happy winner here in the inaugural Rattler 250 for All Pro at Irwindale Speedway. I tell you what, Andy, I can't wait until the next one.
Absolutely not, Ben. It's going to be exciting. This series, about another month to go. They have about a month in between each race. They race, of course, on Monday nights with the super late model, so they do have their regular weekly event. But you know what? Other than that, this is what they all come out for. The big prizes, the big money, and end of the season, it all comes down for that, and they got to get a big prize to shoot for.
Certainly do. I've been told to send it down to our producer, wants to get in a word before we head off the air. So, Sam, take it away.
Yeah, I'll just keep this quick because, well, we're heading up towards 2.5 hours being live, and that's too long for me to keep concentrating. But I just wanted to say that after I press the stop streaming button, this will be my last race for Noble Network 1. I've had a disagreement with one of the guys, not one here, and I just have lost interest in it. So I just wanted to thank all the Noble racers and all the All-Pro racers for saying such kind words about the broadcast. I will still talk to you guys, but thank you very much for being there, and I shall see you all in the future. Back to you, Ben.
Thank you very much. Sam, we want to thank Gravel Motorsports, Boz PC, and remember to check out the Underdog Design Super Series over at westproseries.com. Andy, any final closing statements from Irwindale?
Ben, we saw another exciting race. That's back-to-back races here for the All-Pro Tour. And, man, I'm just congratulations to our top three finishers, to all the guys. Matt Vade had a great run here. Danny Sanchez also, who was second in points, I believe. Congratulations to him and a bunch of other guys, too. Everybody that hung in there and got the job done here tonight. A great, solid race. And looking forward to the next one.
Certainly are. For Sam Taylor, Andy Kessler, I'm Ben Kilcrease. Thanks to all the All-Pro guys, the Overdrive Tour, and a spectacular race for all the drivers. Have a great week. Have a great night. Be safe on the roads. And remember to put the phone down.